You guys remember when I said this?
That say not about the equipment you got, but the eye you have.
Yeah. So I pretty much stick to that. Like I said, in that video, if you haven't seen that video, I will link it below. But like I said in that video, it's not about the equipment you got, but the eye that you have. So actually, let me tell you a story. I showed up to a shoot, and the guy was with this bag right here. It is literally can fit in a book bag type bag, and the guy was like, "That's all the equipment you got?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, that's all I need." He said, "Well, last time we had a bunch of people show up, and they had all this gear and this equipment and all that jazz." And that's when it really hit me. I was like, it's not about all of the gaudy things that you have. It's about, or to quote the sticker I'm going to make, it's not about all of the gaudy things that you got. And I know that grammar is incorrect, but it's about the eye that you have. Creating something starts here. It doesn't start with the camera. You can have all the tools in the world, but if you don't have the eye, it'll never come to fruition in a way that it would, that a content creator who's got an eye would. There's a difference, and you can see a difference in the work. And I honestly didn't even know that I had this eye until about a year and a half ago, maybe. Like a camera eye. I had the eye when it came to, creating stuff on a phone. I would post a bunch of fitness stuff, reels, post, whatever, back when I was personal training during college. And then I stumbled upon this thing called Motivated by Greatness. And I was like, they're going to teach me how to market myself. So I'm going to, enroll in that class, learn what that's about, learn how they do that, what they do. And I did. And it taught me a lot about how to use social media and how to market myself and how to use platforms and what to video and things I began to notice stuck out differently to me. But all in all, honestly, it doesn't matter if you have all of this or if you just have here. It's just me and my phone. I have an iPhone 14 Pro. It's not even the newest iPhone. While I have you on my phone, I'll actually show you the camera that I use, since I'll be using the camera to record the rest of this video. Back with the camera. Okay, use the Sony A7C. I bought it used. It's not the newest model, just the tool. But the tool does not work unless the creator works. Yeah, so I want to walk through some of the things that I do use now and kind of give you like a rundown on what type of equipment that I am using and how I use it, I guess. This is actually a new piece of equipment. This is the Zoom Pod Track P8. Yeah, P8. This is my first time using this to make a video, but I've used the Rode version of this at work. So now I'm using this to record the audio for this video while also using these Rode mics on my camera. These are portable Rode mics. Obviously, like when I'm on the go, I can't take this with me and mount it to a table or whatever. So I use the Rode mics. But when you use these two things together, you can go into Final Cut Pro here on this handy dandy MacBook and synchronize the audio, and it'll pull the audio either if it's best from this or if it's best from the Rode mics. So, fun fact, you can synchronize your clips in Final Cut Pro. In addition, I have a little iPad here that I like to use, honestly, for entertainment while I edit or use notes and things like that. But I'm not even going to lie. 9 times out of 10, I'm putting Spotify on that, and I'm using my MacBook to edit. I have the Tamron lens on the camera that we're watching on right now. It is a 28 to 75 millimeter lens. Probably one of the most versatile lenses when it comes to shooting like everyday stuff. Then I have the 50, the nifty 50. This is actually what I started out shooting with, and I only shot with this literally for the first entire year of doing photo shoots and doing some videography. I only shot with the nifty 50. So if you don't have a lens, or if you're looking for a camera, not sponsored by Sony. If you're looking for a camera, the Sony A7C with the Nifty 50 lens is a great way to start, because that's how I started. And I'm biased. I will only use Sony. Not with lenses. Only Sony cameras. This right here is an 85 Samyang lens. I use this for portraits. It's also really good for some cinematic videos, but this is mainly what I would use for like street photography or portraits. When it comes to people just hit me up and they're like, hey, I have a really cool shoot idea, let's go do it. Then I have my gimbal, which I have balanced to that camera with that lens specifically. And then I have these little cool lights. It just adds effect, adds like a depth, a cinematic feel. Honestly, I feel like they're probably a little bit too bright for this setup. This isn't actually my setup area. I don't video from here. This will be my first video from my actual house. All of my content is made at my office where I work. I have a couple of monitors and things like that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about, like, this is what I use, obviously. But like I said, it's not about the equipment that you have, but the eye that you got. But this is the equipment that I have. This is the equipment that I use. And only upgrades and more additions to come from here, because this small little section that you see on my desk here is a year and a half worth of collections, and probably over $10,000 worth of equipment. It's expensive. If you want to get into photography, if you want to get into like this atmosphere, keep in mind, it is expensive, but it's worth it. Invest in the camera, invest in yourself, invest in your time, and then create the content. Create it and then post it. Which right now I feel like I've kind of been on a little bit of a when it comes to my posting, because I haven't prioritized posting for myself, posting things such as this. But I want people to get to know me and get to know where I am, where I started, what we're doing, where we're going. And I feel like this is just the beginning of that. So yeah. Anyways, that is my spiel. This is my Get Ready With Me camera edition, equipment edition, whatever you want to call it. Tune in next time. I'll see ya.